Legendary, one of the last to go in. This is a very even race here, and a surprise favourite, I feel, to most would be on the tote anyway. Here's Del Rayo at 7-2, number 12 Del Rayo at 7-2. Going from Mayor's class, which he has contested against the last two starts to open company today. But she's on the minimum. She's very well weighted if she produces her best form, Del Rayo. And they're just about ready to go here for race 5, the Barton Handicap. Legendary moving in, waiting for Wag to complete the line. And Wag moving in, Legendary goes up. So they're just about ready. Keita going for his 4th win in a row. Race over 1,400 metres. They're off now, and Subicuit on the inside was the first to jump out from Darling, who got out pretty well, and so did Prince of Paradise. And Zapari is looking for the early lead, being followed closely over on the outside by Sonic Express. Dropping in behind them is Absa. Del Rayo getting back to centre field on the inside of Lethal Battle. A length further back then is Solemn Oath, being followed by Wag. A length and a half Legendary, followed by Keita over on the outside of Spring Hill Lad, followed next to last by Pressman's Choice. And Forgotten Ruler last of all on the railway side. 900 metres left to go. Zapari by a half length in advance of Abs. A length and a half Prince of Paradise. Close in behind them, getting a nice run, Sir Bituit, being followed by Darling. Close handy Sonic Express, a length to Lethal Battle. Solemn Oath is getting a run along the inside, being followed by Del Rayo. A bit further back to Wag on the outside of Legendary. Keita still a fair way back, being followed by Forgotten Ruler. Second last, Spring Hill Lad, and last of all, Pressman's Choice. Up towards the home turn with about 550 metres left to go now. And Zapari on the inside, being tackled by Lethal Battle. Sonic Express is there on the outside. Sir Bituit being ridden up along the rails, being followed next by Wag, who's making ground. Abs and Solemn Oath is looking for a run as they straighten up from Darling, and Keita's a mile back as they come to the 200. Zapari's kicked away about 2.5 lengths to Sir Bituit down the outside. Lethal Battle, Wagger and Keita from a long way back, but Zapari's got them struggling with 100 metres left to go. He's well clear. Keita is starting to fly down the outside. Zapari is in front, and Zapari's going to stall them off. Zapari's won by a length to Keita. Spring Hill Lad is third, followed by Forgotten Ruler, Sir Bituit, Solemn Oath and Wag. Then Legendary further back in the field, a Lethal Battle, followed by Darling, Pressman's Choice from Abs and Sonic Express, and the last of the main bunch, Prince of Paradise, and tailed right off is Del Rayo.
End of the over at the Adelaide Oval. Zapari, the unofficial winner at Caulfield in race 5. And a good over from
And for that race at Caulfield, Zapari, the winner, $10.20 by 380. Keda 210, Spring Lab 470. And those are place dividends, David. I know you're not too familiar with them.
It's always a good reason for letting the experts take over when a new problem arrives. Blue Label, caller John Tapp.
Now, 3 to move in for the running of the Tui's Blue Label handicap at Randwick, and from a Golden Slipper viewpoint, enormous interest in the clash between number 1 Gull Brose, which has had one start for one brilliant win, and Just Awesome today facing the starter for the first time. Mick Dittman is on Just Awesome, and he was sired by Last Tycoon, an imported horse, a brilliant sprinter in Great Britain, and his progeny are showing a great deal of ability here in Australia. Junior Joe is coming up into the gates, waiting on Jet Ball and Keep Knocking. The others look to be all there and standing well. Nautical Boy has the inside gate. Now Make Our Day is facing up squarely in the stalls with Just Awesome. Now Keep Knocking moves up to complete the line, and they're all set and ready for action in race 5, the Tui's Blue Label. And here's the starter, Jim Bolus, looking at his watch. He sees that they're right on starting time and has arrived at his rostrum, has the button, and they're ready to go. Stalls open, they're away. Jet Ball won the start. He began brilliantly and bounded right out in front of Junior Joe. Gull Brose well away. Just Awesome's begun only fairly, but he's mustering pace to be about midfield on settling. Nautical Boy is quickly diving along the fence, but Gull Brose is in front today. Gull Brose between horses just led Jet Ball on the outside. Nautical Boy on the fence. A bit more than length to Just Awesome, who's right behind them coming to the turn. Lyric is losing ground, and then Keep Knocking, followed by Junior Joe, and back at the tail is Make Our Day as they swing the corner. There are 3 leaders. Gull Brose in the centre, Jet Ball on the outside, Nautical Boy on the fence. Gull Brose made the bend just a touch awkwardly. Just Awesome is coming over the rise right behind those leaders, and there's plenty of room between them if good enough, but Jet Ball grabs the lead. Jet Ball took the lead from Gull Brose coming to the 200 mark. Dittman flat out on Just Awesome is coming out after the leader. Will Jet Ball's condition give out? It might. Gull Brose is kicking again. Just Awesome on the outside, and these 3 top colts are driving to the line, and Gull Brose, after looking beaten, Gull Brose, he's all heart. but has come away to beat Just Awesome and Jet Ball, with Jet Ball running clean out of puff. A distant fourth, Lyric, followed by Nautical Boy and then Junior Joe. Well back as Make Our Day and Keep Knocking as last. Well, he looked absolutely the first beaten. As they turn for home, Gold Bros, and he's come again to win, going away by a length.
Picking the ball up out of the boundary gutter, 5 for 178. Dividends from Randwick Race 5. Gold Bros, Just Awesome and Carry On Winning were the place getters. South Wales Dividends on the right.
In keeping with the way it was earlier in the day. Just a reminder of the dividends of that Randwick Race 5. Gold Bros paid $2.30 and $1.20 in Sydney. Just Awesome was second, paying $1.20, and Jet Ball was third and paid $1.50. Gulls around, and plenty of hope for the spectators here at the Adelaide Oval.
Was the first to begin with Centre Sign. Chevelle Classique began speedily, and so did Noble Lancer, going fast with Classy Roga. In behind them, Jack Pill got away pretty well, followed by Minyama, and just behind them over on the inside, Laurenti and Ark Raj, and they were followed by Durbridge. Jolly Almax a bit further back, followed by Stamatina, My Wandering Star, and notwithstanding last of all. Up to the 600-metre mark they race now. Noble Lancer by a neck in advance of Classy Roga. A length and a half Centre Sign on the outside of Minyama, followed by Jack Pill. 1.5 My Satin Star. Laurenti is next, followed by Chevelle Classique, and Durbridge making ground, being followed by Jolly Almac on the outside of Ark Raj and Stamatina, and well back to My Wandering Star, and notwithstanding as they straighten up when Noble Lancer kicked away by a couple of lengths to Classy Roga. Centre Sign down the outside, followed by Minyama, My Satin Star running on, Chevelle Classique and Jack Pill hard ridden, and Jolly Almac. Noble Lancer is the leader, about to be tackled by Classy Roga and My Satin Star, and down the outside, look at Durbridge. Durbridge is flying home, he'll beat them all. Durbridge raced up, hit the front. Durbridge a big winner. Durbridge has won it from My Satin Star. Stamatina flew home just ahead of Classy Rogue, and they were followed by Noble Lancer. Back behind the Minyama, then Jack Pill. Further back in the field is Chevelle Classique, followed by Laurenti and Jolly Almac. My Wandering Star, followed by Centre Sign, notwithstanding last of all Ark Raj.
Unofficial winner there, Durbridge. We'll confirm that for you a little later on. And that is the news at the Adelaide Oval. They're just clearing the water off to make certain it doesn't congregate just in one spot. And hopefully we'll be able to get underway again. It's been a very...
A leg by. So the West Indies run rate up now to 3.5. They need just over 5.
Sydney Race 7, it's the Tooheys Red Handicap, 1,600 metres in length. And here's Johnny Tapp.
6-4 favourite on the tote. Maxims, a very handsome grey horse, and he's in line for the hat-trick, ridden today by Grant Cooksley. His regular rider Larry Cassidy went to New Zealand instead with happy results because he won the Magic Millions on the Sydney Filly Rock Review. There's a gear change on Duranto, a change of tongue tie, which is causing a slight delay, but it will be very slight. Now a tongue tie is being adjusted on Duranto, but it's taking a very short time. In fact, they're all set and away they go. McGleam slow. He's a clear last to leave the gate. Duranto bounced out in front. Maxim striding into second place, followed by Prime Council Julius Caesar. The fledgling is steadied behind the pace, followed by McGleam, and back at the tail is Hunter Kingdom at the end of 300. Duranto taken to the lead, led by a length and a half to Prime Council, going up now into second spot. Maxims will get the run of the race third, followed by Julius Caesar. McGleam going up on the outside of the fledgling, and 2.5 away last is Hunter Kingdom in the run to the top turn with 1,100 to go. Duranto led, Prime Council second, Maxims third, followed by Julius Caesar. McGleam is obliged to race 3 deep around that corner, followed by the fledgling, and a half length away on the outside Hunter Kingdom. Duranto stacks them up coming over the crossing at the 800, led nicely from Prime Council. McGleam on the outside, 2 away as Maxims getting the run of the race on the inside of Julius Caesar, followed by the fledgling, and last Hunter Kingdom 6 off the lead. 600 out as they near the turn. Duranto led, McGleam second, Prime Council third, Maxims fourth on the fence, joined by Julius Caesar, and the fledgling and Hunter Kingdom are the joint tail enders as they come around the turn, where Duranto, who's well off the bit now, led nicely over Prime Council, McGleam, and then Maxims and Julius Caesar as they straighten up, where Duranto's got a handy break coming over the rise, led by a length or more to McGleam. Prime Council's gone. Maxims pulled into the clear, taking a while to get going. Duranto is going strongly at the 200 mark. He's clear of Maxims, and little Hunter Kingdom coming right down the outside inside with the fledgling. Duranto's in front, but Maxims has got him. Maxims has pounced on Duranto. Hunter Kingdom and the fledgling can't do any better, and Maxims is a mile too good and draws away to win well. Duranto ran a bit of a race to get second. Third, the fledgling. Fourth, Hunter Kingdom, followed by Julius Caesar, and then Mac Gleam, and last of all is Prime Council.
Very impressive unofficial win there for Maxims. We'll let you know.